Today I have some new Dollar Tree DIYs for you. You won't believe what I used to create some beautiful home decor.
Let me show you how I use these ceramic trays from Dollar Tree.
So I took two of the round form wreaths, and these are from Dollar Tree.
And the tag does state that it's a wooden base. I'm going to start by painting them with this chalk paint in the color black. This is from Dollar General and it works so well. I love this paint. So I'm going to give them one coat of paint, and then once it dries, I'll give it a second coat. The paint has dried already on both of my rings. Now what I'm going to do is gather them up at the top. I'm going to use some black floral wire from Dollar Tree to attach them. I'm going to cut a pretty long strand of wire using my wire cutters. I started by first tying the wire up at the top. So all I did is just go over both of my rings with the wire, and then I twisted it together, and that kept the wire in place. And then I continue to wrap the wire around both of my rings as I'm doing right there. And then once I had enough wire, I made another knot there at the end. And I also added a dab of hot glue. And now I'm just going to pull both rings apart as I'm showing there, and I'm going to slip my ceramic tray between both rings. And there you go. You have an easy home decor for just a few dollars.
Now for this DIY, I used a round floral foam, also from Dollar Tree.
So I started my project by first cutting the bottom part of my round foam. And here I'm just pointing out where the seam is. Well, that's the part that I'm going to cut off. So I'm going to use my square to line it up where I need to cut it, and then I'm going to take a pencil and mark it off. I'm going to align the square to the mark, and then I'm going to take a knife and I'm going to cut the area that I marked off. And now that I created a flat surface on my ring, I'm able to sit it upright like this.
So what I wanted to do with this foam is give it some texture.
So I'll be using this joint compound. I'm going to take some in my hands, and then I'm going to start spreading it all over the foam. And there is no rhyme or reason in how I'm doing this. I'm just spreading it and making sure that I cover the entire foam. And once I do that, I'm going to let the compound dry overnight. It's the next day and it has already dried, and as you can see, it's very rough. So what I'm going to do is take some sandpaper and sand it off and give it just a little bit of a smoother texture. And now I'm going to dust off the powder with a paintbrush. And now I'm going to give it a coat of paint with this apple barrel acrylic paint in the color white. I'm going to let the paint dry, and while it's drying, I'm going to work on the platform. Once again, I'm going to use this black chalk paint, and I'm going to paint just a piece of board, and that's going to be my platform for my ring. This was just a piece of board that I had left over from a project. I only gave it one coat of paint because that was enough. So the paint was dry on my piece of wood and also my ring, and now it was time for me to assemble everything together. Now from this dowel, I cut about 1.5 inches off. I'm going to hot glue that piece to the center of my base. And now I'm going to add some hot glue to the bottom of my foam ring. The glue is actually on low heat, so my foam would not melt. And now I'm just going to slip my ring over the dowel and just push it down. I'm going to be using the top plate from this candle holder, and this is from Dollar Tree, and all I did was just break it off. It was really easy to do. The plate has a little ball, as you can see right there, which makes it perfect because I can just push it down onto my foam. And I'm just going to place it up at the top as I'm showing you right there. And once I created the hole, I added some hot glue and then placed my plate back on again. For this next project, I'm going to be using this Dollar Tree hair pick, and you won't believe what I can do with this.
Now this one here is the star of the show. What I'm gonna do is take a Dollar Tree canvas, and these are the larger ones. These come in a pack of 2 for $5.
I'm sure you've seen these at Dollar Tree. These are the smaller canvas prints. I really like them. The only thing I don't like is that they're too small. I really like this one and also this one right here. I brought them home and I decided to put them on the larger canvas, but I didn't want it to look too plain, so I decided to put some texture on my canvas. So I started to first place them on my canvas and offset them as I'm showing you right there. I did use a square to line them up as best as I could. I did remove the hanger that each canvas had. Once I placed my canvas exactly where I want them and they were aligned just perfectly, I took my pencil and I marked off each canvas onto the big canvas. Once again, I used the same joint compound, the one that I used on the previous project. I started applying the compound around the areas I had marked off. I tried to smooth it as much as I could, and I gave it one thin coat. And so now using my hair pick, I'm going to make a half circle. And then off to the side, I'm going to use the same motion. And then off to the opposite side, I'm going to do the same thing. And then I'm just going to keep going along the side. And this is what it's looking like so far. And I'm just going to continue filling in those areas that I want texture on. And then I'll go in with my hair pick. And this is how it looks with the compound wet. I'm gonna let it dry, and once it dries, it'll turn white. Now to paint it, I'm gonna use this tan color, some white. This is how it looks with the compound already dry. I do like how it looks, but I decided to add the color and I think I might have made a mistake. Let me show you. So I started by mixing the tan and the white. I started painting it. I didn't want to cover the whole white canvas. I did want some of the white to peek through. Once I started applying the paint, I really wasn't too happy with the color. It looked too orangey. But I continued to paint it. And then I decided to add this arbor green to the paint mixture that I had already mixed. And then I started painting it with this new color. And this is how it turned out, and now I was ready to hot glue my printed canvas onto the spaces that I had left for them. And I love how these turned out. Let me know what you think.
Well, that's it for this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up because that really helps my channel. Like and share, and just comment down below which was your favorite DIY. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye, and God bless.